Good evening, Rochelle White. You are the first one today. Bosse Fayajola, Anne Marie, Victor Godipe, Dr. Ben Sufficient. You are the one who saved us, who saved our blush today. Pearl David, Mofelola, Fumi Jeboda, Sylvia Oko, Monique, Anne Marie, Caroline Shoronke, Emanuela Magada, Jide Craig, Gladys Nshang, Ife Oma, Stephanie Le Ludwig, Ayodeji Solomon, Shigon Wafo, Cordella, Eme, Matthew Esam, Shibuzo Isaac, Muhammad Aziz, Adeola Desu, Patti Bafu, Joseph Oyewole. Well, now we are going to have another discussion here tonight. Before I start my teaching, I need you to help me out here. Now, the question I have tonight for you, we are still, of course, we are definitely talking about what men need from their wives, right? That one is sure. We are talking about what the man needs from his wife, what the man needs from their wives. But I've spoken this morning about the most important need of the man. And the most important need of the man, as you know, is what we spoke about, is respect. The most important need of the man is respect. Respect, honor. He wants to be respected. That is his most important need. Now, and I'm happy that people were excited. People were happy in the morning, and thank God we took that decision. But tonight, the second most important need of the man is sex. But I don't want to talk about sex, and I will tell you why. We had mentioned and spoken about sex a little bit when we were talking about the difference between a man and a woman. And I think we spoke a little bit about the difference between the sexuality of the man and sexuality of the woman. So because of that, I'm thinking we should just jump over that topic. We should just leave the sex one alone because we already discussed it. Maybe we should just go ahead and talk about other things that men want from their wives. Okay, respect is number one. The second most important thing a man needs from the wife is sex. Like I said, can we just jump over that and go ahead and discuss other topics? or we should talk about that? I needed to know from you. I think that we already talked about that, and that might be enough, and that everybody knows that. I think everybody knows by now that men need sex. But, so I need your advice. I need your counsel here. Do we jump over that topic? Because people already know, I think everybody knows men need sex. Or we should just, we should just go and talk about other topics, or we should still talk about it. I'm waiting for your advice and for your suggestions. Esther says, let's talk about other topics. Daniel also says, let's jump. Daniel Asenga says, let's jump. Cordelia says, let's jump. Shola says, let's skip that topic. Shigo says, you have mentioned it, so sin, we pass. Kiru says, let's jump. Maria says, the men are saying jump, yes. Bosse also says, let's jump. Ujolakwe says, let's jump. Elizabeth says, let's jump. Jide says, let's jump. Mofelola says, yes. Omonika says, skip. Ugo says, yes. So, I think we have a quorum here. Shioma says, yes, let's jump. Anne-Marie says, yes, let's jump. Olayinka, jump. Other topics, Stephanie, yes. Sunshine, yes. Adeola, this is let's jump. Gladys says, let's jump. The Bafu, let's jump. Nana, jump. Jake, okay, jump. Shibuzo, jump. Shidima, yes. Everybody is jumping today. Okay, only Eddie Daigbe says it's wrong to jump, and I think Eddie is new here. That's why he say we shouldn't jump. Otherwise, everybody else, Idera says jump, Joyce says jump, Fumi Jeboda says jump, Richard Muli says jump, Yomi Jagade, yes, jump, Ifel Machine do jump. So we are jumping. That's what is enough. Okay, we are jumping then. I think we're just jumping. Okay, so let's talk about other things that men also need from the woman. Now, I believe that I've spoken a little bit about some of these things. So if you, I will also, because I spoke a little bit about the cry of every man, I think. And when I spoke about the cry of every man, I spoke about some of these things. So I think I spoke about how the man wants the woman to look at home. Should we jump that also? That the man wants the woman to be dressed and to be good looking at home. Should we jump that too? Advice, please. How the man wants to see his wife at home. How he wants to see his wife at home. I think we have spoken about that. I think we have enough of that. So can we jump that too? We shouldn't jump that. That's what Queensland says no. Let's see what other. Maria said no, we are not jumping that. G-Day says we are jumping it, but Gladys said no, we are not jumping that. Quincy says we are not jumping. Gregory Wealthy says no, we are not jumping. Shibuzo says we are not jumping. Okay, Baba, today we are not jumping that one. Christopher says we are not jumping it. Okay, let's talk about that as the next one. Okay, the next thing a man wants to know from the wife. I mean, and the next day a husband wants to tell the wife. the next thing a husband wants the wife to know is that I fell in love with you when I met you. Okay, let me say that. Maybe a man might not say this, but a man wants to, every husband wants to tell the wife this, that, you know what, even though I love you, but we men, we love what we see. Men love with their eyes. We know that women love with their ears, but men are different. Men love with their eyes. And because men love with their eyes, it's important for them to see their wives good looking. And another challenge that men, and it doesn't matter either they are Christians or they are not Christians. If they are not Christians, if they are Christians, you might say, oh, but my husband is a Christian, it shouldn't matter to him. I mean, we're already Christians. I mean, he doesn't have any right to look at any other woman, and we're Christians, so, what is he thinking about? He should, that's okay, he should just be satisfied with his wife. He's satisfied, but, he's also he's not just locked up in the room. It's not locked up in your house. And if he had been just locked up in the house, maybe it would have been a little bit better. But he's going to work every day. He's seeing different women every day. He's going to office. Probably in his office there are younger women who are dressing to kill on a daily basis, who are more attractive, who are presenting themselves better. So, and because he's human and he has two eyes, and men fall in love with their eyes. They like what they see. It's not prohibited. It will be difficult for him to prohibit himself from just having a look. And people, you just look. Sometimes you don't even want to look, but you still look. That is just the way human beings are. And especially with men. Men need to look because that's the way their mind is wired. Their head is wired. They need to see. They need to see things. It's not just about seeing women, but they need to see things generally. That's why they watch the movies. That's why they watch the action movies, and that's why they watch television. Men need to look at things different times. Men need that to feed their mind, to feed their brain. Their brain needs that. Just like men who work, who do a lot of mental work, their brain needs oiling. It's just like a car needs oil. That is the way the brain of man needs grease and oil. And the greasing is in changing colors, is in changing and seeing colors changing, seeing diversions, and it needs to see some movement. That's why men like to watch movies, watch football, soccer. Is not, apart from the adrenaline that brings, it also refreshes their mind and it helps them to rest. And that's why we have a problem. We have the problem with men now. Men are, a lot of men, maybe 98% of men have admitted to have watched one pornography or the other. 98% of men have been involved with pornography. Why? Because they need to see. It is about seeing. So if seeing is so important for the woman like that, for the men like that, so it is important then for him to see you look nice at home. Now, I never knew that was a challenge for the women before. I spoke about that the other time, that women don't know, not just me, most men don't know that it's a challenge for the woman to be nice looking at home. Now, it is easier for the woman to be nice looking when they are going out to somewhere on the outing, but unfortunately, the man, even if your husband doesn't tell you this, still this is true. He has this desire in his heart, inside his heart. Your man is not even interested in too much in you dressing to go out. If he were to tell you, if your husband was to tell you what he wants to see you dressed in the house. He wants to see you sometimes in your best in the house. Now, of course, it's not logical to be dressed in the house as if you are going to a ballet or to a cinema or something, or you are going to some party or something like that. Yes, that is not possible, but at least be attractive in the house. Dress in a way that is a little bit attractive. Dress in a way that is not, no, that makes you to be presentable. Don't just wear your old clothes and the way we are used to at least the way we were taught in Africa, where I come from, is that at home you have some outing dresses and then some, inside dresses. So in the house you wear all the clothes you have worn that are already used and worn out, that that you cannot go to your neighbor with. Now, if you don't want your neighbor to see you in that dress, but why do you want your husband to see you in it? If even you yourself, you are ashamed of presenting yourself to your neighbor in that kind of dress, you don't want to go out with it. You don't want to. You don't want to go out in that your dress to your friends, to your neighbors. Then why do you think that your husband will be okay with it? Especially when husbands, like by what they see. They like with their eyes. They fall in love with their eyes. So I guess it's my own thinking that if, your neighbor will not like what you are wearing, then it's most likely that your husband might not like it too. But he will not talk, he might not talk, but then don't complain if you catch him looking at other people or looking at other women or other places. It will be difficult for him. It will just, even if he's a Christian, he's holding himself and he's strong and he's trying his best to behave. But you know what? At the end of the day, you are just putting him under unnecessary pressure, because he has to be fighting everywhere. And when there is nothing to look at home, his fighting increases. He has to even control himself the more. He has to fight even the more, both in his, everywhere he goes, in his car, in his office, in his shop, everywhere. But when he sees his wife presentable and, attractive, even attracted to him, that helps him. That helps him at home. There was a time I was teaching some of my members here in Kiev, and I told them that, you know what? Why do you? How do I say this so that it will not be offensive to the ladies? Some of these things, like, I'm very embarrassed to say them, but I have just to say them just to help somebody. Maybe it will help some people. Maybe black people don't have that problem, but with the white people here, they really, it's a big deal when they suspect that their husband is, falling in love with somebody else or looking at somebody else. In fact, some people, when they go to a party or they go out to town or they go for a walk, normally husband and wife go for a walk here. And if the husband is looking somewhere or looking at another, or they suspect that the husband is looking at another woman, or looking in the direction of another opposite sex, maybe she's there or she's not there, they cause a lot of trouble. The women cause a lot of trouble. They cause a lot of scandal and conflict. So now, what the question I ask the girls is this: no, you. Now, maybe this is too cruel, and I'm careful to say this because I don't want to offend the ladies. I'm just careful not to offend you people. But you should understand the nature of the men. Yes, a man should control himself, especially when the wife is there. But okay, but Pastor Sunday, most men always wear anything at home. But it is not easy to wear a very nice clothes at home. So, Pastor Sunday, do you mean to dress sexy or dress neat, especially when you have to go and cook in the kitchen? You don't wear very lovely dress to go to the kitchen, sir. Yes. But men don't think about that, unfortunately, most of the time. Most of the time, men are not even aware about that. They wear anything they want at home, yes. When they wear anything at home, because women don't seem to be, I don't think women are big on how a man dresses at home. Maybe women are more big on how a man dresses when they go outside together, but not at home. But it doesn't have to be like you are dressing to go to a party to the kitchen, but at least maybe after you finish in the kitchen, or you could dress in the kitchen. You might even dress in the kitchen in a way that makes you still look nice. You might still dress in the kitchen in a way that makes you attractive. You know, it's not about wearing expensive dress. It's about just making yourself attractive. Making yourself attractive at home. Making yourself attractive. And you know, but I also know that it's also difficult for women to do makeup when they're at home, because I didn't, you know, now I'm 50 years old, I know it's a big challenge for women to be doing makeup and cleaning it. But, you know, a woman with a makeup looks more beautiful than than a woman without makeup. So, you know, you might want to think about that as well. It maybe not at all time, maybe not big makeup, but just take care of yourself as a woman. Look nice, look nice. Put things together nicely, you know, maybe take a good color combination, and because your husband saw you and married you for a reason. Your husband didn't just marry you because Holy Spirit told him. Let me tell you the truth. He liked something about you. He liked something about you. He liked what he saw. You know that something with men is that even if God comes to a man and tells him, marry that woman, and if he doesn't like what he's saying, a man will tell that angel, I respect your opinion, but I don't like what I'm saying. Men will not men will not marry what they don't like. So, you know, when the reason your husband married you is because he liked you. He liked you. You are attractive to him. Men don't marry people who are not attracted to them. Now, the problem with men is that the problem with men is that sometimes they are crying and saying, okay, what happened to the woman I married? Where did she disappear to? Where did she disappear to? Because even though we are all spiritual, right? And we know that the most important things are the virtues of the heart and the virtues of the character. But that is theory, or that's what every man knows in their head. But in real sense, men are not blind. Let me just put it mildly like that. Men look, and men only marry what they like. Men only marry what they like. And if he's looking and he's trying his best to be faithful, and he's not liking what he's saying anymore, you know, he's going to come under more pressure. He's going to come under more pressure and under more temptation and under more attack. And even if he's not doing anything, he's struggling inside himself. He's struggling. So you ladies, the English people say a word is enough for the wise. Enough is enough. A word is enough for the wise. You know, there are some dresses that women could wear more at home that they look more sporty, more sportive dresses, more tight kind of dresses. Those kind of dresses, you know, they do two things for you, and they are good for the family. Especially, you might not be able to go out with them, but at least in your home you can wear them, and especially, you know, before your husband, dresses that allow you to underline yourself, to underline your, to underline your strength, to emphasize your strength, to emphasize your advantages. And then good colors. Let me tell you one secret with men. Men like good colors. It's not just me who like good colors. Even though they might not like to wear good colors. I like to wear good colors, right? See me. No man might be bold enough to make all my combination like me, like this. But I am like that. I like it. But men don't like. Men are more conservative. But they are conservative when it comes to what they wear. but they are not conservative when it comes to admiring a woman, admiring their wives. So even if you are going to be at home, pick colorful dresses, pick nice dresses. For example, the other time I was telling a story about how I and my wife went to the shop, and she, I was accompanying her to where women, choose their underwear. And then I saw that she was not even paying attention to all the bright underwears and the colorful bras and things like that. And I was saying, Princess, what happened? Why are you passing by all these ones? I discovered that some women might not know that is important, and I made an example of that is important. All your underwears, your bras, and everything, make them colorful, and what are these singlets that women wear on top of before they wear their dress? Make them colorful. Wear those. Is it singlets you call them? I don't know. Yeah. Like we wear our own t-shirts under, but the women have their own t-shirts also. It's colorful t-shirts: yellow, green, brown, rose. All kind of pink, all kind of underwear. Those things are good for the house. They are good for the house. They are good for the family. So that's a good idea. What is underwear? What is spaghetti? I don't know what spaghetti is. Spaghetti. Anyway, those colors might be good also to wear. Might be good tops to be wearing. Tank tops. Somebody said tank tops. Are you sure that's what the women call it, Bidemi? Tank tops? Yeah, so get a good color for them. Okay, I think the women are calling it spaghetti. There's something they are calling spaghetti here. That might be what you are calling tank top. Tank doesn't look feminine to me. Tank tops. Yeah, okay, they call them spaghetti. Now I got it. Anyway, they know what we're talking about. Camisole, somebody called them camisole. Yes, those might be, the camisole, I think. Yeah, so you might need some of those ones at home, and get the colorful ones. They make, men that's why the men are washing, all kind of things, because that's why they're on computer all the time, because they need colors. They need their eyes need to be fed. The camisoles might help. Yeah, the camisoles might help. Some people are wearing these things even in the streets. In Europe here, at least in this part of Europe, people are going to the streets with those things. Everywhere you see people walking everywhere. And if people are wearing those things in the street, and you even at home, you cannot wear it, what do you think? You think your husband will not look? He didn't become blind after I married you. They didn't blind him at all. He didn't become blind. Yeah, so since he didn't become blind, so you better take care of your family, take care of your home, take care of yourself. So that is another need. That is one of the needs that every man has. He might not be talking about it, but a man has that need. A man has that need in the family. A man has that need in the family. Don't just assume that, but he knows me now. He knows that I will tell you what. Let me tell you one of the conversations I had with men. Pastors, so these are my pastors, so grown-up men, 40, 50 years old men. You know what what we were talking about? They were laughing one day when they heard me talk about this. They came to me and said, Pastor, thank you for mentioning this thing. I said, so what happened? They said, Pastor, we always look at our wives when they are dressing to go to church every Sunday, or when they are dressing to go to when they are dressed up to go to church, or they are going to parties, or they are going everywhere. We look at them and say, Is it my wife? Why can't she be like this every day? That's what men were saying, And they were laughing about it, talking that these women don't even know that we don't need them to be dressing to all those places for 1-2 hours in a day or in a week and go to church, just dress up, and then they come home, we don't recognize who we're living with again. Whereas over there, even other men want to snatch them from us. But here at home, we ourselves are regretting that we are living with them. That is the way men are talking among themselves. That I don't even recognize who I'm, at home, she's not even attractive to me. But when I see her in the party, I say, I'm falling in love with my wife again. And they are saying, these were men talking among themselves, saying this, that I'm seeing my wife in that party, I'm saying, this lady fine. So my wife is as good as this. And at the same time, he's living with her in the same house, and he's not even aware. He has forgotten how she used to look. But so a man is regretting inside. He say, where did this woman disappear to now? The woman I used to know that used to be beautiful. And so they really want to. If the men had their way, they would have make their wives to be dressing as if they are going to Sunday service or they are going to party every day. If men had their way, just for them to look at her. And then, can you believe this? Let me tell you one thing that will really surprise you ladies. Some men were saying, then we come back from church or from the party, then the next 5 minutes before I get back, she has already changed. And I can't see her again. I thought I would still be able to meet her, to admire her a little bit and see her and have her sit down, dress in my house, in my sitting room. Let me just look at her in my own sitting room like this. Let me see her dress in my house. Let me get used to her being dressed in the house. Let me just get used to that in this household there could be a beauty like this. That before I realized she has already become normal again. She has already changed and become average all over again. So, the men were dreaming that their wives will not undress after church. That they will not undress after party. That they will just, take the liberty to 2 or 3 hours, just walk around all dressed in gele and all dressed in the house and just talk and converse, everything. That is why, that is amazing. And that is almost impossible for the ladies, because I realize, because they have to go to the kitchen and all that. But if you have a house help and things like that, that is totally different. Then you could afford to look like that. In the Victoria times, even the women would dress up all like that. The oligarchs and the ladies and the aristocrats, they used to dress up like that almost 24 hours. They dress up in the house like that. Just like we are now going to party. They dress up like that for the house. In the house, they walk around their house like that, dress up. Because the men need it. The men are attracted to good things. I see that the women are saying that this is revelation. No, women are surprised at this revelation. But see, Afolabi Victor is confirming it that is true, sir. Afolabi Victor is confirming it. And other men, if they want to talk, they will confirm it. That is true. They want to see you gorgeous. They want to see you wonderful. They want to see you beautiful. They want to admire you. A sincere husband doesn't want to admire another person's husband, another person's wife. If he's a Christian, if he's sincere, he doesn't want to admire another person's wife or another woman out there. But he wants to admire his own wife. But the wife, he doesn't have the opportunity. You also say, yes, Pastor, it's true. They are concurring. Okay, Babatunde say, yes, I concur. You see, all the guys here are supporting me. They say it's true. Because, Michael also said, yes, absolutely true, sir. Yeah, Victor Ogundikwe also is confirming. You see, men, real men of God, or real men, sincere Christian men, they don't want to go and be looking for other women, how they look. They want to admire their own wives. They want to see how good their wives look like. But the wives have to give them the opportunity too. But I'm happy that the women are also responding that they didn't know these things. So it will be happy. It will be good for you people to know. It will be good for you people to know. It might help some families. It might help some families. Okay, so that is one thing that every man is actually wishing that the wife would know. Another thing that every man is silently praying that the wife would know is, I've already spoken about that also one time before, and I don't know if I should still talk about it or not. Every man wishes to see his wife smile more at home, to laugh more and smile more at home. Do we need to talk about that, or that is already covered? You people, you understand that, because I will not waste much time on what you already know. So if you already know about the importance of smile and laughter for the family, for the men at home, then we can jump that. So I'll wait for your response. Do we need to talk about laughter, smile in the family? Or we already know that? We'll go to the next one. Do we need to talk or jump? Christopher says talk. TY says no, talk about it. Okay, it means talk. Kelsey says smiling, smile, talk. Bidemi says talk. Caroline said go ahead. Jide said yes. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. For the women, for the men, this is very important. Let's talk about it. Now, let me tell you this. Like you said, like I told you already, men are wired in a unique way. And they are wired to be, just for you to know this, men are wired to be entertained. Even though they are looking serious all the time, but they are really wired to be entertained. They need action. They need something to entice them, something to stimulate them. Their mind needs stimulation. So when they watch films and television, that is stimulation they are needing in their mind. When they watch action films, that is stimulation they are needing in their mind. That is that oiling they are needing in their mind. And one of the oilings, one of the stimulations, one of the real grease that a man needs for his mind, one of the real grease is the laughter and the smile of a woman. You can't believe it. What the role and the importance of smile and laughter and of a woman, what the laughter and the smile of a woman can do for a man is unbelievable. It's incredible. So I just want the ladies to know that you are much more important than you are thinking. You are much more important. Let me even tell you more than that. The smile of the woman is actually a therapy. It acts like a therapy. In fact, it's even stronger than the. It's actually stronger than the movies or than even pornography that men. Men are they are addicted to pornography and things like that. But you don't believe it. What is stronger than pornography? One of the things that is stronger than pornography for the man is the smile and laughter of a woman. The smile and laughter of your wife, of the wife, of the spouse. It just works like a miracle. So, it's a pity if you don't know this, but the truth is that one of the things that made your husband to marry you is because you were smiling. I wanted to look for a photograph here. One of the things that made one of the things that attracted you to your husband is that laughter, is that smile. So don't despise your ladies. Don't despise this power of your smile. Don't despise the power of your laughter. Look at this one. I was looking in my iPad for a lady in the house with a photo smiling. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. She's doing her work. You see her doing her own work. I was looking for a housewife. See a housewife, even though she's at home. But of course, a man might also need to contribute to that. A man might need to, put laughter in the mouth of the woman, and make her be happy enough to laugh. But see, the housework she's doing is not stopping her from laughter. Even the apron. Can you see the color of the apron she's having? And can you see what she's wearing? The trousers she's wearing. She's wearing a color, jeans, but a colorful tight jeans. You see? Laughter, smile is like a therapy. Smile, laughter is a therapy to the man. And your laughter and smile can deliver your husband even from pornography. Men are addicted to pornography, a lot of them, like I said, 98%. But something that might be stronger, that will be able to help a man get deliverance from that, is that smile and laughter. Joke more. I know this is extremely difficult for the woman. Now, I know that because I studied the nature of women. But most men don't even know that it's a difficult challenge for the woman to. These two things that I've talked about now, they are very difficult for the woman. The challenge of dressing at home, to dress at home for the woman is like catastrophic. But I spoke to someone today, Pastor Sophie. I didn't speak to her; she wrote me. But I will just do what she told me to do, because Pastor Sufficient says I should not hold back from sharing all the things that the women need to know, and that I should go ahead and share everything that the men want to know, want their wives to know. Because if I shy away from it, then they will not know it. And if they don't know it, if the women don't know it, they will be committing that mistake. And committing that mistake will push their wives and husbands away. And so I should not, because of pity, stop myself from sharing this thing, because the woman still needs to know this thing. When the women finish knowing it, then they will go and find a way how to resolve that problem. One of the things that could, let me see what one of the men is writing here. G.D. Craig says, men are turned off by moody women. He's absolutely right. That guy is right. And this is not just G.D.'s opinion, no. It's not just his own opinion. This is the opinion of every man. So, but men also contribute to the woman's mood. Yes, but I know it is difficult for the woman. I know for the woman it's not easy, because she's having a lot of things going on in her, or at the same time, and she has a lot of situations to deal with, a lot of challenges and all that. But since we are not talking about the women now, we are talking about the men, and you wanted to know the needs of the men, I just need to tell you the truth. The truth is that I don't know how you are going to do it, you women. I don't know how you are going to overcome it. I don't know how you are going to go about it or around all your challenges. But especially when this laughter is sincere, ooh, that just heals the man. In fact, if this not just smile like yeah, okay. But if it is sincere laughter, Shineke. Now, I know what you are thinking. I know what the ladies are thinking, but how can I be smiling sincerely when things are bad? Yeah, that's why men must also do their best to make sure that things are okay. But when a woman laughs out and sincerely and jokes and laughs and just let herself go, don't take herself too serious, but laugh with the husband and joke and all that. It does wonders. It does wonders to the man. It does wonders to the man, especially in the family. Especially in the family. In the family, the man doesn't want to come from work and meet a wife that is, moody, that has bad mood, that is not smiling, that is even welcoming him and not smiling at all, or that is not laughing. A woman that has not laughed in the last 1 month, the man doesn't want to come home. That's just the truth. The man does not want to return home. If the family, there's no smile in the family, there's no laughter in the family, and the lady is not laughing, the man wants to pick race up. The man wants to take off. The man wants to take off. I'm glad he say, like you, sir. Yes, I laugh. I enjoy a good laugh. I enjoy a good laugh. I like to laugh. So don't lose your laughter, ladies. Don't lose your laughter. Don't lose your smile. It's like a medicine to the man. It's like a medicine. And one thing you must know is that one of the reasons he married you is that laughter. And he doesn't want you to lose it. One of the reasons he married you is that smile, is that laughter. He fell in love with that laughter, even if they didn't tell you about it. And, most of the time, smile and laughter of a woman, is one of the, maybe 40%, it might play 40% of the role in the decision of the man to marry the woman. Most of the time, up to, if not 40%, then it will be between 25% to 40% of the reason why the man married the woman. But you see yourself now, when you take photograph, you're not smiling all the time. And that's the problem with the man. The man is deceived. He's thinking that the way he's seeing you smiling in that photograph all the time, that's the way you are in real life now. So you yourself too are deceiving the man, because the man is thinking that that's the way this person is going to live with all his life. And of course, you are not deceiving him, because you also thought you would be laughing like that if he creates the environment and the situation, and it is life that makes a woman to stop laughing. It is situation, it is the difficulty of life that makes a woman to stop laughing. But a man is supposed to create the situation, the environment. But besides that, I'm just telling you about the side of the woman now. So laugh a lot, smile a lot. Comfort. That is a comfort to the man. That is like a massage to the man. That's like massaging him. That is like healing him. That is like, that is like curing him. That's like a therapy. That's like a therapy. Especially when things are tough, especially when he's coming from work, especially when he's trying to relax at home. Some of you ladies are concerned about your husbands sitting on television, yeah, watching television too much, or watching football too much. Let me tell you what, if you laugh more, if you begin to laugh more in the house and joke around and crack jokes and laugh and smile more, that man will go forget the television. That man is going to forget where the television is located in the house. So, if you want to get your husband to get off television, take on to laughter. Take on to laughter. So it's one of the instruments, one of the big tools in the hand of a successful wife is the weapon. One of the weapons in the hand of a successful wife is the weapon of laughter. Is the weapon of laughter. Because, the man is always coming from a business or work where there is not enough laughter there, where people are serious, and he wants to relax. So laughter helps him to relax more than the television. The laughter will give the man more than television does. The laughter, the smile, gives the man more than television does. It will give him more than television. It's a better therapy than television. So, and unfortunately, what I've noticed is that some women, they might be jovial outside and laughing outside, but when they come back home, they become sad and they are quiet at home. It's supposed to be the opposite. You might be serious outside, but when you come back home, be jovial, be kind, be merry-hearted, laugh more, smile more, crack more jokes. In Nigeria and in some other places, the comedy industry is big now. Comedy. Why is when it comes to comedy, in fact, in Nigeria, more men are attending the comedy industry than the men. In fact, more men themselves are cracking joke. Most of the comedy stars in Nigeria, most of them are men, and most of the people who go to those comedy parties are men. They go sometimes with their women, and women also go sometimes, but men are the ones who feel it most. It's like going to football for them because they need more laughter. Men need more laughter. So comedy is a booming business, and but if the wives will laugh more and more often in the homes, you will not need to spend so much money on comedy, on going to comedy shows or sitting down to be watching comedy, spend much time, wasting your time on that. So create a jovial atmosphere in your family. Create a lively atmosphere in your home. Create create a situation whereby your husband is relaxed. Where you relax with each other, where you joke with each other, you laugh with each other. I mean, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because that is one of the things that made your husband to marry you. Don't forget it. Don't forgo it. Don't put it in the back wagon of your family. It's one of the important things that really matter and that can hold your family, that could hold your family together. So now I know the challenges that are connected to that women, have a lot of issues to deal with, and by the time she comes back from work and all that, she doesn't have time to laugh, and she's not in the mood. But you know what? Since they said I should tell you the truth, I'm just doing my job. I'm telling you what you need to know, and find a way of resolving that. Find a way of resolving it. Okay, my God, time is going so fast. I've only given you 2 points, but I think these 2 points might be enough for you for today. Please, let's go ahead and share this link. Let's go ahead and share the link. If you have not yet shared the link for this program, look under the video. Let's go ahead and press the share link, and let's invite people. Let's bring people on board. Let's share it. Maybe it could help some families. Who knows? Maybe this is exactly what some families need. So let's go share the link, and I will read some of your comments. Veronica Fumi Brown said, Pastor, I think it works both ways. I think men especially have a duty to manage their wives' emotions. Yes, by understanding and recognizing what can ignite the laughter that we are talking about. I agree. As you mentioned earlier, women have a lot to deal with in life. Therefore, men have to do a lot in order for women's emotional well-being to be maintained. I absolutely agree. That's why I was, so doubtful, and I was so hesitant about even talking about these things, because I know that a lot of things have not been done by the men, but the ladies said it's still better for the ladies to know. So I know exactly what you are talking about, but I heard that the ladies want to know, so I'm sharing with you so that at least you will know. Michael Ojelabi said, Pastor, some men are workaholics. Some men are workaholic. They just work at home and they don't create time for the laughter or joke. How can the wife keep such husband? She would look at the time. She will look at the time when she is a bit relaxed, and that will really make his day. That will make his day. TY said, this is so true, Dr. Adelaja. Most comedy shows are packed out, and is a very big business now, you see. Nkiru say, make they know say we don't color with our laughter. We don't color? I don't understand. Anyway, who cares? I don't get it. Joyce says, are you speaking an African or what language, please? Yeah, sometimes we speak African a little bit, but we normally use English here. Bidemi said, just because I smiled at a lady going through depression, she was healed. We shouldn't take things too seriously. Yep. Victor said, wow, this is a great revelation. Sheung Oluwatope said, it is normally the difficulty and challenges of life that takes the laughter away from the woman. Yep. Shinwe said, maybe I should go into laughing business. It's my calling. Oh, yeah, you are good. You are good in that. Actually, maybe you should start that business, because we don't have enough women in the laughing business, in the comedy business in Nigeria. Afolabi says somebody has to initiate the laughter at home in between the couples. Yeah, anyone could initiate it. Ifeoma said, that is me. I love to smile and laugh too. Shegun Okeowo said, when I come home smiling too, I get the best from my wife. Yeah. Good to laugh, really. Omonika said, Pastor Adelaja, men too must make the situation all right, the environment conducive. If you don't do your responsibility at home, your woman will not laugh. Yeah, I understand. But still, I'm just sharing, what the women need to know. Oluwatope said, if a woman has not smiled in the last 1 month, it means she is divorced. Automatic divorce. Esther Kuganja said, the smile is free and easy to give, but the dressing needs to be financially catered for. By the seer. Okay, you have to discuss that. Nkiru said, I used to be so moody until I got this. I laugh as if not me on the whole world now. Winifred, I'm married to a serious man. I actually made him laugh more. That's good. Elizabeth said, laughter and smile is my department. Good. Afolabi said, laughter is a medicine to the man. Jeanette Johnson, thank you, Pastor Sunday. Sometimes I do laugh and cry. Yeah. Olayinka Abraham says, smiling and laughing are medicinal to the health of a woman too. It will help a woman to enjoy her health. So it's good for her too to smile and laugh. Elizabeth says, Pastor, thank you so much for these mind-blowing teachings. Joseph Oyewole, joy in the house creates an atmosphere of love, fellowship, and togetherness. I believe it is the duty of the men to create joy in the family. Even when the wife is down, a man should know how to stir up the joy. I love a very joyful atmosphere around me. At work, that is why I make sure joyful atmosphere is maintained. Wow. Michael said, thank you, Pastor Sunday, for the teaching. It is really liberating for women and men alike. This message is healing families. Thank God. Winifred said, thank you, Pastor Sunday, for the profound teaching. God bless you. Destiny said, I love you, man of God. I believe one day I will come fellowship with you. Great. TY says, Dr. Adelaja, one of the most attractive things about you and your teachings is your absolutely contagious laughter. Oh, is that so? It makes one happy, and no matter how tough things are, what you are teaching, because it's fun to hear. Wow. Ugo Emeka said, thank you so much, sir, for making us laugh tonight too. Joy says, a day without laughter is a day wasted. Nkiru says, everyone, let's turn our homes into comedy homes. Great teaching. Please go share the link. If you have not shared it yet, please go ahead and share that link. TY says, my mentor, even when I write my script on the strengths and what people love are the humor in it. Wow. Even when treating sensitive issues, I see how people embrace the film more and engage more because they are laughing, crying, etc. Even in my live broadcast, I look for things to make light. Wow. Afolabi concurs with what you just said, TY. He said it's not easy thing for people to laugh. That's why TY show is booming. Seriously. Jide says, don't worry, Pastor Sunday, that the time is finished. We can go on for another 5 weeks talking about the needs of the men. Because I did 5 weeks talking about the men to the women. Now we have to talk about the women. About the needs of the men to the women. For another 5 weeks. Okay, yes, I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue talking till the end of at least till Christmas, maybe. I'll be talking about family issues, almost to the end of the year, maybe. Kola Odetola said, this teaching is life transforming. Thank you, Pastor Sunday. Princess Juliet says, all your teachings are wonderful, sir. You make me laugh a lot. Keep it on. More grace. God bless you, sir. Elizabeth, for those who are not married, you have time to rehearse. Matthew Esok, so true, Pastor. Whenever my husband is not feeling good, I just get him to laugh and bring in an atmosphere where he's exalted. Wow, where he's relaxed. TY said, now I understand what you meant when you said, when you come home and your wife was not smiling, it bothers you. It's important for a man to come home and to a smiling and happy wife. Yes. Joseph Oyewole, you are an epitome of joy and laughter, Dr. Adelaja. That is why your ministry is so profound. You make people lifted through the joy you create around you. You make God so simple and accessible to everyone. Thanks a million, sir. Mike and Fries, thank you for a wonderful teaching. Thank you, too. Well, it's been nice being with you guys. And yeah, if you have not shared the message, please go ahead and share it. And tomorrow morning, I will continue talking to you about the needs of the man in the family. The needs of the man in the family. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.